I've been metal detecting now for almost 3 years. Keeps me from smoking and drinking all the beers. And when I found my first coin, I could hardly believe my luck. Was a big gold penny just lying in the muck. Hey, you can't dig here, you can't dig there, that's what I heard him say. You're gonna have to leave now and don't come back this way. I was looking for some old coins, but I didn't have much luck. He said it was a lame excuse and he didn't give up.
Good morning, my hammy hunting friends, and here we are, we're in the house today. And the reason I'm going to do this wee quick video is I've had a lot of messages and people on the digs and all that ask me about what attachments and the process they use for cleaning up my finds, you know, like some of my wee brasses, you know, the horse brasses and things like that. So I thought I would just do a wee quick video just to show you my setup and how I go through it all. But first of all, before you even get into that, I must say that be very, very careful. Don't ever clean anything at TT once. Don't take a Dremel to anything that TT would want to see. And even if TT see it and they give you it back, something like, say, maybe part of a Bronze Age axe head or something like that, don't take a Dremel to something like that. Keep it as its original patina. Well, at least I would anyway. I wouldn't take a Dremel to a Bronze Age axe head or any of my hammered coins or anything like that. A good place to start is just with the horse brasses. That's all you need to be doing to get into the way, and then be very careful about ruining anything. So I'm just saying that, putting that up front. Always declare your things to TT and get them verified first. If you're not sure, don't take a Dremel to it. So having said that, what do we take the Dremel to? Well, I like to get my wee brass buckles all cleaned up. I know a lot of folk will say, oh no, leave it as it is. That's your choice. If you might do that, you do that, that's fine. But I've got enough junk in my back room to do dirty, crusty brass buckles. I like to see them cleaned up. So let's go on and see how I take the Dremel to change something from this to this. Okay, so let's start with the attachments I use. Going from left to right, they've got the wee birds at the left there. It's quite coarse. They'll take off a lot of the crust. Then you've got the wee sanding disc. I don't use them too much because they can be quite abrasive. And then you've got the brushes. They come in 4 different abrasions, from a coarse to a smoother. They're just like wee scrubbing brush things. And then you've got the 2 pads, the sort of oval shaped thing there. I tend to put the compound that you see on the right there on with that, and then the big one I tend to polish it off with that. So that's but the bulk of the attachments I use in general. I've got other wee odds and ends that I use from time to time. And now my setup. If you're going to be doing any Dremel work in the house, I suggest you build yourself a dust box like this, because your wife or your mum is going to kill you if you get dust all over the room. So it doesn't take much, a wee bit of scrap wood and a wee bit of perspex, and you can build yourself a dust box. The only thing you need to buy is, like say, the gloves there. You can probably do it without it, but I found I still got traces of dust escaping until I put the gloves on. So I'll open up the box and let you see inside it. You can see by the dirt inside the box, it does get very dirty, and these gloves are good because they're actually attached round here, so nothing can get by them, and you put your hands in them and then you can work away. So they're quite good. And I've got a wee window on the top of the box that I can shine a light down. I suppose somebody that was really clever could put a light inside the box, but I couldn't bother going to that bother. Maybe in the future I'll do it. This bit here is perspex and it's angled, so I don't end up with a sore neck trying to look in it or anything. So just each to their own, as I say. Depends how you want to do a thing, but you want to keep your room clean because it gets hell of a dusty with getting all that crud on. Now for my Dremels. I've got this wee one. It was only, I don't know, but it was less than a tenner, I think, if I remember. I've had it for years. It's a wee bit by its best, but I tend to keep this wee attachment on the end, or one of these wee coarse attachments on the end, and that's the first one I use. Because it's nice and light, I don't need to bother too much about it. So I drop it in the hole there, and that's where I pick it up then with the brush. Then I've got a Dremel hanging up here, but it's got an extension on the end, if I can get it down here. That's got the extension. It runs all the way up to my Dremel. So, and that again, it keeps it nice and light for doing polishing or anything else, and that again goes down through the hole and I pick it up with my gloves, and that helps again to keep the dust to a minimum. And I've got my light. I've got another wee light that I sometimes use too. This one here, which actually covers the hole, and I switch it on, and that gives me a good wee light inside there. So I've got two lights that I sort of use from time to time. This one can be a bit of a nuisance because I've got to keep charging it up. And what else now? Oh, you might not need these because you've maybe got better eyesight than me, but I tend to use a wee pair of goggles like that. I put them on and it helps me see odd fine details for when I'm cleaning. So let's clean up this wee horse tack thing. I think it's for where the reins go through or something. It is brass. Got this in Sunday, and I've never had one this shape. I've had one similar, but not exactly this shape with a wee flat bar at the left hand side there. So we'll clean that up and see how it comes out. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to set up my camera to film this inside the box, but I'll try my best. Right, so I've got my camera gaffer taped to the front of the box, so hopefully this will work. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. I'll try and get it in a position where you can see. Now, easy does it nice and light. Oh, can't you see? Easy does it nice and light. Don't go crazy. You're tempted to get right into that crud, but don't do it, because it's easy to dig into the brass. Brass is quite soft. I mean, you can see already the brass is starting to come through. See it there. And this is quite a coarse attachment, so you've got to go nice and easy. So I'll no go on and on at this. I'll finish this stage and I'll show you a picture of it, and then we'll go on to the next stage. Right, so that's the first stage done, and you can see it's still pretty rough. I'll try and get a better picture of it. It's still pretty rough, but it's took all the crud off it, and that took 18 minutes to do that bit. try and get a good picture of it. Okay, now I'm going on to this attachment here. It's going to be quite abrasive because there's quite a bit of pitting in this with all the cruds sort of eating into the brass. But there's not a lot of detail in that horse harness thing, so you're not going to lose any detail. But you wouldn't use something like this on a buckle like that. You would just ruin the buckle. So let's see, get a better picture. You would just ruin the buckle. So that's, to clean a buckle like that, you've got to have a wee fine pointed tool and get right in a bit amongst it all, and that takes a lot of time and effort actually. So, but look at the way it's come up. It's beautiful. And once you can't see it right here, but if you've seen that in life, it's shining. It's just that's a bad light. So again, I'll not do all of that. I'll show you the finished result. Right, that's that stage finished, and it took about 6 minutes because you can't do too much with that. It's just too abrasive. And as I say, if it had been had intricate detail on it, you would never use that one. But because it's just all flat, you're taking it down a wee bit, but you're not really causing too much harm to it. So next stage will be on to the brush. This is the brush I'm going to be using. They come in different grades. I think from memory it's like brown, red, black and green, working from the roughest to the smoothest, but there's not too much difference of them. But I'm going to start with the brown because this needs a good scrub. Now again, I'll not do all of this on video because it'd be just too long, but I'll record how long it takes me to do this stage. Right, so that's the brushing process finished. It took about 24 minutes, and I went through 2 brown and a green brush, but it's really smoothed it all off now. It should polish up, no problem. So we'll go on to the polishing stage now. So we'll start putting the polishing compound on the pad first. And working it into the brass. So that's me polished it with the compound. I'm using the blue compound. There's a couple of different colours and they've got different grades, but I just use the blue. They're all much the same, I think, for what I use them for. So now we'll go on and give it a wee brush up, a wee clean up with the dry pad now. basically polished up now. I'll give it a wee coat of Brasso just to finalise it. But all in all, I think it's taken, I'll check the timer, I think it's taken about 1 hour and 5 minutes or something like that to do. So I'll get a wee coat of Brasso and get back to you. And that's the finished result, guys. So I think you'll see there a wee bit of a difference from when we started. You agree with that, where is it? Right, my hammy hunters, I hope that's been an interesting wee video for you and it helps you get on the way doing a wee bit of dremeling if you want to do it. There's the finished result. I don't know if the pictures do it justice, but it is absolutely shining now. And to me, I'd rather see them like that than see them all rusty and crusty and all that. So, that's us. But remember what I said about treasure trove. Don't be dremeling flipping Bronze Age axe heads and Roman spears and Roman rings and things. Okay guys. Right. Until we meet again on another Toddy's Digs, you guys take care, be safe, good luck, happy hunting.